look at my butt. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk about all the summer romances. These are the books that you should be reading when you're lying on the sand at the beach or getting a margarita at the patio. So let's get to these book recommendations. The first book I want to talk to you about is called Meet Me on Love Street. This is a summer YA contemporary romance. It follows Sana, who lives on Love Street. When new developers come and threaten Love Street to shut down all the cozy apartments and shut down all the mom and pop shops, Sana takes it upon herself to kind of figure out a way to save Love Street by hosting a festival that will put Love Street on people's radars. This book is cute and fun. There is romance. We have Miles, who wants to help Sana kind of save Love Street with the festival, but he does not believe in love. So Sana kind of takes it upon herself to be like, no, I'm gonna make this boy find out that love is actually amazing and beautiful and great. So this book is just so cute. I absolutely love the cover, and I'm so thankful that Simon & Schuster sent me this arc for this book. This book is perfect for the summertime. The next books I want to talk to you about are probably my favorite summer books that you should read, and they are Every Summer After and One Golden Summer. One Golden Summer just came out. It is my new favorite book of 2025. I love this book with my whole entire soul. These books both take place at a cottage by the lake in a town called Barry's Bay. These books are written by Carly Fortune, who is a Canadian author, so these books do take place in Canada. So if you are from Canada like me, you definitely must read these books. So the first book is Every Summer After, and this one follows Sam and Percy. It is a friends to lovers second chance romance. This one will absolutely break your heart. If you love these tropes, you'll definitely love this book. Then the next book is One Golden Summer. One Golden Summer follows Charlie, who is the brother of Sam in the first book, and I would say you should read Every Summer After before One Golden Summer because there is some spoilers in One Golden Summer, so if you don't want to get spoiled, I think that you should read both. And honestly, these books are definitely worth reading. So please read these two books. You will not regret it. One Golden Summer is a kind of strangers to friends to lovers. It's about healing and just learning to have fun. It's all about summer nostalgia. So we follow Alice, who she kind of feels like she's lost her way in life. She's 33 and she's not doing what she loves. So when her and her grandmother decide to go to a cottage at Barry's Bay, where she went when she was a teenager, to kind of find inspiration and kind of heal basically. And there she meets Charlie. They form this really cute, adorable bond with each other, and I absolutely love Charlie and Alice so much. I just adore these characters. It made me laugh, it made me cry. The banter was amazing, and definitely read this book. Carly Fortune, all her books are so perfect for summer, but this one I think is her absolute best work. If you want to feel like you're actually there at Barry's Bay, you just feel like you're part of that atmosphere. I literally felt like I was there with these characters. Every page that Carly Fortune wrote in this book was perfect. This book is actually pretty inspiring, to be honest, because Alice is 33, which I absolutely love, and she made a summer bucket list. Things that she never got to do when she was a teenager that she wished she did because she was either too shy or too scared, and she got to experience those things as an adult, and I absolutely love that. I just love this book so much. Next book I want to talk to you about is a book that I feel is highly underrated, because I feel like more people should be reading this author, should be reading this book, and it is Savor. The main character literally looks like Riley Green, which is a plus in my book. This follows Sage and Fisher. So Fisher is kind of burned out from his job. He just got fired from his chef job at his Michelin star restaurant because he lost a Michelin star, and he is assigned to go to this little town called Spoons, Oregon, and kind of start up a restaurant there. Like, this is kind of like his chance to kind of prove to everyone like that he's not a failure basically. And then he meets his neighbor Sage, and Sage is literally the cottage core bag. She has chickens and horses and dogs, and she gardens and grows her own vegetables. She's everything I wish I could be, and it takes place in this little small town, and it is honestly just so perfect. If you want a book that has two characters that communicate so amazing with each other, this is a book for you, because there's no miscommunication between Sage and Fisher. They talk about their feelings, they have deep conversations, and I absolutely loved this book. This is a friends with benefits with a sprinkle of fake dating a little bit, and also Fisher has a niece that he is in charge of now, and seeing that kind of relationship was so beautiful. I just absolutely love this book. And also this book was hot. Like, This book had me blushing a lot. I absolutely love this book. I gave it 5 stars. The sequel to this book just came out. It's called Left of Forever, which follows Sage's brother and her best friend. It is a second chance romance. So I've heard amazing things about that one. So I feel like you should read both this summer because they're definitely worth it. This one is on my TBR. So the next books I want to talk about is a very popular author, and that is Elsie Silver, but not Chestnut Springs. We're going to talk about the Rose Hill series, and honestly the Rose Hill series is being adapted into a TV show, so this is like the best time to prepare for that. And I'm going to recommend Wild Eyes. So Wild Eyes is the second book in the Rose Hill series. It is absolutely my favorite. It follows my favorite book boyfriend of all time, Weston Belmont. So Weston Belmont is a horse trainer. He's a single dad of 2 little kids. He meets Skylar. Skylar is a singer. She goes to Rose Hill to kind of record her new album. I did not want to finish and leave these characters behind. The chemistry between Skylar and Weston was the cutest thing on the planet. If you love a love interest that is so charming and witty and funny, but also just so like loving, like the way he treats his kids, the way he talks to Skylar. Skylar has a very traumatic past of abuse with her parents, so she's kind of healing from that abuse. It's kind of like a strangers to friends to lovers kind of book, and this book just makes me so happy. Every time I think about this book, I just get butterflies because I love these characters so much, and I will definitely reread this. So definitely read this for the summer. Skip Wild Love, get to Wild Eyes. I cannot wait to see Weston on TV. He is going to absolutely kill me and ruin me. Elsie Silver and single dads go hand in hand together. It's just her forte. She knows how to write the hottest single dads. So the next book I want to talk about is a book that I read a couple years ago, and it has stayed with me for such a long time, and it is called Our Scorching Summer by Kels and Denise Stone. This book will make you feel like hot girl summer has just officially arrived. It will make you bluster. Spending your days with your hot friend, vacationing with him, that's like my ideal summer. The chemistry between Lily and Nico is just so good. He literally calls her princesa. Probably sounds hotter when Nico says it, but in this book, he like literally every time he said that, every time he called her that nickname, I was literally dying. I really loved how Lily and Nico had very clashing personalities. Like Lily has a very hard shell. Like she was just like the ultimate baddie. She was confident, she was snarky. I absolutely loved her personality. I really loved how, despite how different they were, I just love how they comforted each other and leaned on each other, challenged each other, which is so sweet, so good. I love them together so much. So this book follows Nico and Lily, and Lily, her life is kind of not going so great. She fails a class, she's lost her job, and when Nico invites her on this spontaneous traveling adventure vacation, she's like, you know what, I'm going. So she hops on a plane with him. So you should totally read this book if you're a fan of books that have a lot of traveling in it, friends to lovers kind of vibes. This is definitely your kind of book. The next book I have is kind of a novella. So I love reading novellas in the summer because they're just quick and fun, and this one I have for you is Silver Fox. So I read this one last year in like 2 days. So this book follows our main character, and she's going for a little weekend getaway to her parents' beach house. You know, she's a break from life, so she's like, you know, I'm gonna go to my parents' beach house for the weekend. So she goes, and as she's there cooking in her kitchen naked, because that's what you do when you have the whole house to yourself, you cook naked. I don't know, maybe that's what, if people are into that, you go ahead. All of a sudden a man enters her kitchen. She's like, oh my god, who's this man invading my house, a robber? And all of a sudden this man is her dad's boss. So all of a sudden there's been a confusion because her dad accidentally double booked them. Her dad's boss, who is much older than her, is there with her on her relaxing weekend getaway. And this book was just so much fun. This is an age-gapped romance. Elijah, who is the dad's boss, he's like the sweetest man. The main character is also a plus-size character, so I love the representation in this book. It has a great balance of character development and spice, so this is definitely a book you can read by the beach. So last book I want to talk about is Out of the Woods. So Out of the Woods is the sequel to Out on a Limb. So Caleb and Sarah are married. They've been married since they were 19 years old. Now they're 33, and they've kind of hit a little bump in their marriage. So obviously Sarah signs them up for a hiking therapy retreat. And honestly, this book was so good. I highly recommend this book for summer. If you are an outdoorsy hiking person, you'll definitely love this book. I am not an outdoorsy person. Camping, I've never even been camping, does not appeal to me at all, but this book did appeal to me. It was so good, so sweet, because I really love how this book, yes, it's kind of like a marriage in crisis romance, but you'll never question how much Caleb and Sarah love each other. While I was reading this book, I kind of felt like I was going through a therapy session alongside them. It made me so emotional at some scenes. I just really connected to Sarah a lot, and I just absolutely love Caleb. He's like the sweetest man. Tell me why nerdy boys with glasses are absolutely the hottest men you'll ever meet. This man, oh my god, he had me getting butterflies. And there's just so many great moments in this book. I loved it so much. It's actually a pretty short book. I think I was literally so addicted to this book. I read it in like 2 days. So it's a pretty short book. Camping, hiking, if that's your vibe, definitely read this book. If you love second chance, marriage and crisis books, read this book. If your type of man is nerdy boys with slightly low glasses, this is your type of book. And the last book I want to talk about is a book I read last year that I really loved, and it is called For Better or Hearse. This book, first of all, the cover is absolutely adorable. So this book is by Ava Hunter, where death meets paradise. So we follow two characters, Ash and Nathaniel. So Ash is a death doula. Yes, she is a person that helps you kind of cross over to your next life, and it's just a comforting presence when you're kind of dying. And that's her career. And basically Nathaniel comes from a really rich family, and he is this really grumpy, stoic doctor. It is an enemies to lovers romance. So Ash, she is our dark, feminine Scorpio queen, and Nathaniel absolutely hates her. Their enemies banter was so good, so funny, so hilarious. I was absolutely dying over reading this book. The chemistry between them was so good. I also absolutely love that Ash had type 1 diabetes. I love the representation of that in this book. I just love how this book kind of showed that, like, yes, diabetes is part of her life, but it does not define her and does not hold her back from doing what she wants. And I absolutely love that part of the book. And I just love that Ash being a death doula was just such an interesting part of the book, because I've never heard of that in my life. And I just really love how it kind of explored the topics of grief and death and like mourning, and it honestly made death less scary, because death is just one of my fears in life. Thinking about it gives me great anxiety, and I feel like the book kind of dives into these topics that make it more easier to understand, to kind of make it easier to like accept that death just comes for everybody. And I just absolutely loved it. For Better or Hearse follows Ash and Nathaniel, and Ash and Nathaniel already get off on the wrong foot, because Nathaniel absolutely hates Nash because a couple of years ago she crashed his wedding and objected to it. When they're forced to vacation together in Hawaii because she is his grandfather's death doula, he has a lot of hate towards her. This is one of my favorite summer rom-coms. It was just done so well, and it's so unique and so funny. So definitely read this book, because you will not regret it. Okay, so this is the end of my summer romance recommendations. Please read these books this summer. All these books I gave like 5 stars, and I think you should totally read them by the beach and have fun with them. So please read them. Thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Till next time, bye guys.